It's all about
There's
Jesus.
nobody like Jesus.
The totality of the Father is in Christ Jesus.
We want to continue the series on what I call saved to save others. Say saved to save others. There are two reasons every Christian is here on earth after your salvation. Number one, to win others unto what? Christ. That you should also win others unto Christ. That is why you are here. Okay? God could have taken you to heaven the very day you got saved, the very day you got born again. Because in heaven, everything there is cool. Say cool. But why are you still here? The reason is number one, to save others. Now listen, if you don't do it, I'm going to tell you that later. If you don't do it, listen, God has a very big problem with you. It's like a man without purpose. So a Christian without purpose is what? A Christian who does not win souls. Are you here? What I've said is very, very important. Because life without purpose is nothing. Okay? So a Christian without purpose is a Christian who does not what? Win souls. So we are called to win others unto Christ. The second reason we are left here is this. By the life you live here on earth, you determine where you will be in heaven. Don't forget that. This is the second reason. By the life you live here on earth, you determine where what? You live in heaven. You know, when people are about to die, they go and give them communion and they tell them, you are going to heaven. It doesn't work that way. Whether you go to heaven or not, it depends on your relationship with God. Like I said, have you accepted Jesus as your Lord and personal Savior? And then you are living His life. So by the life you live here, you, not God. Are you here? You determine where you'll be in heaven, because heaven, there are places, say places. Some will be there, but where they will be. Are you here? And so these two are very, very crucial. If you are not living it, listen, God is not happy with you as a Christian. And I want you to take this, let this sink deep into you. If you are not winning others to Christ, and if you are not living the life that will actually determine where you'll be in heaven, God is not happy with you. That's why church is not organization. Church is not a company. My father died, and people followed me to the funeral. But as for me, my mother died, the church didn't go. And so I have left the church. Church is like trotro. You get in and you get out. Those who say those things are not even born again. They are not born. So I go to church because so that when I die, they will bury me very nice. I go to church so that the pastor will give me money. I go to church because of one day, one glorious morning, you answer. Amen? I go to church because, you see, somebody wants someone to do something for him or her before he goes to church. And we have fair weather cock worshippers. Did you understand that English? Say fair weather cock worshippers. When the weather is so fair, when everything is nice, they are always in church. It's always coming to do God's work. But when things are very, very opposite, even the way the person walks. So that's the two reasons. Say that's the two reasons. Now, and so every Christian ought to win souls for the Lord.